Welcome back in the course. In this lecture we'll talk about if and else statements in PHP. So I have the same file, just I will first of all make a copy of this file as save as if underscore else else.php, and I will save this file and change the title to PHP else and ifs. That's it. And we'll remove the rest of the code from here, the PHP block, so we can start work from from scratch. So the first thing is that I will just show you some real example here about if and else statements. If and else statements are basically those statements which you can use for comparison and for expressions. So in the first, there are two clauses in if statement. So the first one is to add a condition. So in the next clause you can just show an expression whether true or false. So if I tell you this practically here, for example, I will create a form again. A form action will be is equal to if else, the same page, if else.php, and method will be is equal to post form close. Now here input type is equal to text, or for example not text, I will say password. Name will be is equal to pass. That's it. And there will be a button, submit. Name is equal to sub, and value will be submit. That's it. Very simple. Form, and the action page is this one, the same one, and method is post. Input type password. Password means this is a specific type for password, and the name is also password. And next is the button, sub, in that like this. Okay. Now we'll just first of all we'll say if is set $_post. Post is the method of the form. Inside this two brackets. Now you don't worry about what I have written. This I will later actually tell you and will explain to you if is set command and these all things. But inside this we are using the if and else statements. So here in the two square brackets I am just saying if sub is clicked or active. I mean, this is just for if this is not clicked, then the code will not be executed. Now the first thing is I want to get the value from the pass. So I will create a local variable with the name pass, $pass, and then $_post, and then we'll say okay, give me the value from that text field, this one I'm talking about, to which I have added this name is equal to pass. So always we target the name of this input field to get to get data in PHP. So that's it. Now I'll just say echo and just come here, refresh the page, and there is the new page here, if underscore is.php. okay, here is that. This is the text field and this is the submit button. So if I say, you can see here, this is the password type, therefore anyone cannot see it. So I will just add a password, for example this one, submit. It says Wali Khan. So this is basically the password, and that we have echoed that, therefore. But this our lecture is about if and else statements, so therefore we are now working on that, because this is just to get the value from that field. Now I will say if these two parentheses and these two curly brackets. As I told you, in if statement you have two clauses. The first one is about condition. You add a condition here, and the second clause is about the expression. So the first two, you add two parentheses and then two curly brackets, the closing and ending. So in the first one you add a condition. So if the condition is true, then you add something here about that condition which is true, and if that is false, then you say in the else statement, which does not have any condition, because the condition is already given here in the if you have another condition, then you can add one more if clause here, and then at the end you just say else. You can add more and more if clauses, and at the end you can say else, or you can also add if else. If that is true, not. If else, if this is true, not, then else, then do this thing. So you can do something like that, but at the moment we just need only one if clause. So we say if pass is equal to, if pass is equal to, here you have to add double equal signs, because if you add only one sign, that means you are assigning a value to a variable, a local variable. So if you want to compare a value with something or a variable with something, then you have to add double equals. This is very, very important. Keep this in mind. And I will add two single commas. That's mean if this is empty, there is nothing in this field, in this local variable which is taking data from this input field basically. So if that is empty and someone has just clicked this button which is submit, so we then say add something like echo something here in the expression clause. In h2 h3 tag, say please enter something first. Please enter something. Just we'll keep it as simple as possible. At the moment I will remove this else clause. Okay, so Control S to save. This curly bracket is closed here, and actually I am telling you about this. We have added a condition, and then in the two curly brackets we have given this echo as an expression. If that is empty in that case, not any other case. So this is empty now, there is nothing. If I click submit, it will say please enter something. If I add something, then there will be nothing, but if I only click when this is empty, so it will show me this message. Now I will say again, if strlen, this is mean string length. This is the short function for string length. String length means the words which are in the text field or in this variable coming, so we can count them inside this function which we are using inside the if function, and these two are the curly brackets for expression basically here. So we said that pass, str means string and len mean length. So the string length we want to check. We say if that is equal to 6, sorry, if that is less than 6, if that is less than 6, then we want that, oh, this is very very minimum or very less number. So you want to say echo another expression here, and h3 tag we say password must be minimum 6 letters. I'm just giving you real example for using if and else statements. So Control S to save. This is the second clause of if statement we are using, second condition basically. Refresh the page. Now if I say, just click, so it says please enter something and password must be minimum 6 letters. So if I enter something like okay, once again I will refresh the page. I say okay, just 4 characters I have added. I click, there is only one error or one condition, says password must be minimum 6 letters. So I cannot blank remove it blank. I say Wali, it will show me this, and if I click blank it will show me both of the errors. But if I want to only show one error at a time, then I can just use exit command here. Exit command means this is a simple function. This exit is simple function, you can add anytime, so the rest of the page will not be added or the rest of the script will not be executed. So Control S to save. Now when I click this button, please enter your name, please enter something. I added less than 6 characters password here. Click, it says password must be minimum 6 letters. So using the if statements you can validate forms and different things. And simply I will say else, and the next thing which is else, basically there is no more condition. I will say, I will write h3 tag, your password is pass. That's it. Sorry, we have to add a dot sign here to concatenate this string in this variable. Control S to save. Now we have fully added functionality here. We just click without entering anything, will show us this error. We say 4, will say password must be minimum 6 letter. Now I say okay, London. I have added a password London. It says your password is London. So London, that's it. You can use if statements in anything, but I have told you the simplest way to use if statements. Talking about these statements, we got a value from the form input tag. We have saved the value inside the local variable, and then just we validated that using the if statement. The first clause is in the 2 parentheses is about add a condition, and the next inside the 2 curly brackets, this is the expression that you want to add in a particular time or a particular position. So that's it. Now we can also use a nested if and else, but that I will actually teach you in later projects when we will be creating projects. So after discussing else and if statements now, in the next lecture we'll talk about loops.